John Kavanagh not wanting McGregor to chase. We'll see if he can oblige.
Kavanagh set pressure to get your air back. You can get a little air if you pressure in the beginning. And now Khabib's tired too, don't forget that. The striking, he's full of blood. They both are.
Perhaps McGregor.
At 3 minutes, 3 seconds of the 4th round. Declaring the winner